hot summer's day. I was on a flight en route to London Heathrow from Entebbe in Uganda. It's very hot in Uganda at the time. Shortly, a few hours after takeoff, when the plane reached a cruising altitude of about 36,000 feet, we were flying over the Sahara Desert. The Sahara Desert is the largest desert in the world and occupies approximately 10% of the African continent. From the Atlantic Ocean in the west, the Great Sahara stretches across Africa to the Red Sea down to the highlands of Ethiopia, encompassing a whopping 9,100,000 square kilometers. That's a very, very big piece of land. The mean annual temperatures in the Sahara Desert are about 30 degrees Celsius, and it can go up to about 50 degrees. And hot dust-filled winds cause what we call dust devils that can even cause the temperatures to rise even higher. It's a very mean, fierce place to be in, the Sahara Desert. But at a cruising altitude of 36,000 feet, the Sahara Desert looks absolutely amazing, calm, and you can't imagine all of that is going on in there. I was seated by the window seat, so I was looking down on that plane, looking down at the Great Sahara Desert with this calmness and all of that, and just admiring, looking at the sun dunes and all that. And then suddenly something caught my attention. I turned back to look at the screen, the TV screen, little TV screen in front of me. And the temperature outside, the outside temperature on the plane was in minus. I said, hang on, minus? Aren't we flying over the Sahara? The hottest place in the world? Yeah, the resounding answer came from within me. Yes, of course you're flying over the Sahara. It's the hottest place. I was a bit like, am I seeing properly? Minus. I was just about to speak to the person seated next to me to just, and then like light bulbs going off in my head. I remembered what my geography teacher in primary school said, that the higher you go, the cooler it becomes. Ah, I said to myself, of course, we are 36,000 feet above sea level. So it's cooler here, even if you're flying over the Sahara Desert. That high altitude of 36,000 feet, is cooler up there. So the moral that I got from this, actually Zig Ziglar said this, that it's not your attitude, let me say that again. It's not your aptitude that determines the way of life. It's your attitude in life that really determines how good your life will be. It's your attitude and not your aptitude that determines your altitude. That's what Zig Ziglar said. I don't know whether you've heard of Zig Ziglar. He's now passed on, but he was a great motivational speaker. It's probably worth writing this down. He said that it is your attitude and not your aptitude that determines your altitude in life. And the Concise Oxford Dictionary, English Dictionary, defines attitude as a settled way of thinking or feeling. Now, I want to share with you 5 great attitudes that can elevate you and that can lead to a financial sort of breakthrough. The attitude that we carry on in life will determine how successful we are financially. And many, many successful people have a tendency, and many people who have broken through financially have a particular set of attitudes that actually keep them on that level. So I want to share those 5 great attitudes with you. The first one, I call it the granddaddy or the grandmammy of all these attitudes, is called patience. Patience is one of those great attitudes for financial breakthrough. Listen, many people, when it comes to money, they want to get rich quick. When it comes to money, it's a you can look at in context to many great men and women. For example, when we look at Amazon, Amazon started very small and over time grew to this mammoth company. You can read the history of Amazon, read the history of Microsoft, read the history of Google, read the history of Apple, read the history. All of these major big companies started small. And so it will be with you. Even it's about starting small and being patient with what you're doing. Falling for the get rich quick schemes, many people have perished in terms of their financial destiny because this person tells you that, oh, I have a scheme here that you can make money within the next couple of days. Ah, sign me up, someone says, not knowing that you're just destined to fail. Money, it's not a get rich quick scheme thing, it's a long haul thing. So, patience as an attitude you hold in the journey to your financial breakthrough and freedom is a very great attitude. And patience is not only a great attitude, it's also a virtue, a great virtue to have. So exercise patience in your journey to your financial destiny of being financially stable, being financially secure. It requires a lot of patience. And when you're meticulous and when you do the right things that need to be done, you will eventually have that breakthrough. The second attitude is the attitude of being resourceful. The resourcefulness is all about having the knack of finding a way out in things. And it's sort of encompassed with resilience. You need to be resilient to be resourceful, finding ways of solving problems, finding different ways of doing things. Your financial breakthrough will require that you're very resourceful and that you don't give up easily, because life as it is will throw challenging things along your way. And having that resilience and being resourceful, always having a knack of finding a way out of solving problems, will eventually lead you to that financial success that you require or need. The third attitude is the attitude of going the extra mile. This is all about excellence and quality. Going the extra mile, I had once to say it's like um, something, a lesson we can learn from. Say that go the extra mile because there are no traffic jams in the extra mile. It's so cozy, so beautiful there because there are no traffic jams. In practical terms, it means, for example, if you are an employee, that you come a little bit early to work a little bit harder and very excellently, and leave, if you can, maybe a little bit late. Not exactly the way everyone does, but you just put a little bit of that extra mile in your work. You'll soon be recognized and promoted, and you might be earning a lot of money after that. If you're in business, for example, you do a little bit more extra for your customers with a joyful attitude, just going a little bit the extra mile in the things you do, having that knack of excellence and quality in how you deliver your products and your services to people, on how you serve people. Even when you go to a restaurant, you find it easy to tip a waitress or a waiter who is going the extra mile in serving you. It's so easy to do that. So the attitude of going the extra mile in the things you do will eventually lead to your financial breakthrough. The fourth attitude is the attitude of being adaptable and open minded. Life, heck, change happens. And if you are stuck in your ways in life, you will miss the boat. You'll miss the opportunities to be able to transform your life financially. And being adaptable actually calls for you to be open minded and not close minded. Things change in life. Life is a series of things. It's very dynamic. If you're closed to it, if you're not adaptable, then you will be left behind. So it's very important that that attitude of being adaptable, of being open-minded, is one that you should actually embrace and inculcate into your life. Fifth, the final great attitude is the attitude of self-respect. Respecting yourself. Look, there are many great people who have fallen from grace and lost fortunes because they did not respect themselves. They did things that brought themselves, their positions, their offices to disrepute. And having that self respect and self control will go a long way in helping you have a financial breakthrough and also maintaining your financial status. I need not say of celebrities, of politicians, of all sorts of people who did not have self control and self respect and did things that brought themselves and their offices and positions to disrepute, and with it suffered financially as well. So having that attitude of, I respect myself, uh, I can control myself. I don't get into things that will bring myself, my family, my office, and my position to disrepute. If you have that kind of attitude, it goes a long way to inform the kind of decisions you make, the kind of actions you take in that way. So those are the five great attitudes I wanted to share with you today. Just like as I was cruising over the Sahara Desert, a very dangerous place to be, and looking at it from that height of 36,000 feet, and everything looking so beautiful and great and calm, not affected by it. When you have these attitudes in life, the attitude of being patient, the attitude of being resourceful and resilient, the attitude of being going the extra mile, doing things with quality and excellence, being adaptable and open-minded, and having self-respect and self-control, you'll also be like cruising on the higher altitude of life. And many small things will not disturb you that much. You'll have this financial breakthrough that you need to have to live your life on that level, financially secure, stable, and free. When it comes to money, there is a belief system, a philosophy that you need to have in order for you to excel in it. When you do all the things to have money, but yet the mindset is not set, then you eventually lose this money. That's why I endeavor to talk about the philosophy around money when I talk about attitudes like I've talked today. A few days ago, I talked about the mindset of financial success. It's important to have these things with you so that when eventually you have money, you don't lose it. Because you look at people who win the lottery and have not set their minds properly. Their minds are not set like fertile ground for this money. They lose it quickly. So it's important that you cultivate your mind by having the right mindsets and having great attitudes you live by financially that will help you. So I hope these five attitudes will really help you. If you inculcate them into your life and have them, they'll help you go a long way. So I want to encourage you to arise, to shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon you. And until we meet again next time, be sure to take good care of yourself, and blessings. Bye bye for now.